Hello guys, so I'm standing here in the cold rain next to the 2022 Lincoln Navigator Black Label, and what we're going to do is take a quick walk around of it and take it out for a spin. Alright, so of course for 2022, the big news for the Navigator is that it has been refreshed. So what that's going to mean is some new design characteristics throughout. Nothing too crazy, but here with the Black Label, we do have a slightly massaged front end design. You'll notice this kind of unique texture that runs through it. Very intricate looking because this, of course, is the fanciest version of the Navigator. And then taking a look at our headlights, of course, full LED headlights. You do have those signature animations when you approach and exit the vehicle, which make things look very sophisticated, and then separated below that as your turn signal indicator. Now let's take a look at our wheels. These are going to be 22-inch alloy wheels. Of course, you're going to have a very bespoke finish for the Black Label. Again, nice details here. They look fancier than the other models. And then as we just kind of pull over here to the side, you're not going to notice anything significantly different from the side perspective. This is your traditional Navigator, a nice boxy design, looks tough, very American, but you're going to see a lot bigger changes as Mason kind of comes with me to the back. The taillights have been totally redesigned. We've basically taken everything and made them a lot more narrow here. You're going to notice that this goes at the full length all the way across, really beautiful LED elements that wrap around, and then all the elements below that are also fully LED. But of course, more important than the exterior is this beautiful interior. The Black Label is going to give you the most exquisite details in the entire Navigator lineup. Really, for this Navigator, it's going to be the most exquisite in the Lincoln lineup. So you're going to notice a lot of details, and I'll let Mason go ahead and climb inside, and we'll take a look at what you're going to get and what's new for 2022. So with Black Labels, you basically get a theme for your interior. This one is known as the Central Park theme, so you kind of have a sophisticated kind of urban color to it. It's called urban green to be exact, which really here in person is a very rich looking green. It's not like lime green, of course, or something like that. It's very sophisticated looking, but also very unique looking. That's a big characteristic of the Black Label. You're going to notice materials running across the entire upper dash, all finished in this nice green leather all through the middle. And then you also have the real genuine open pore wood, but we have this special etching that runs all through it. As we come down, you're going to notice more of the open pore wood and more of the leather on pretty much every surface that you could possibly touch, and lots of beautiful details that run all throughout the cabin. I believe that's probably a map of New York City. Now let's take a look at some of our technology, because this is where we've seen some upgrades for the 2022 refresh. So right in the middle, we do have this digital gauge cluster. This is going to be reconfigurable. It's got the nice classy graphics that change as you accelerate. It's nice and simple as well, nothing too distracting to you. This is a big one though. We have the monitoring system that allows us to drive hands-free. So with Lincoln, this is going to be called the Active Glide System. It's basically their version of Ford's Blue Cruise, and it's going to allow you to take your hands completely off the wheel, let the vehicle drive down the highway, approved highways, with you just paying attention but not having to touch the steering wheel. Of course, very nice steering wheel. We're going to have the amazing Lincoln seats, as they're known for, with tons and tons of adjustments, so many that you have basically everything you could possibly dream of. You also have massaging, of course. And you have the exquisite Revel audio system with these beautiful speaker grills all throughout the cabin. The other really important part of this interior upgrade is this right here. We have a much larger display for 2022. I'm also noticing the resolution on this is phenomenal. And we're running the latest version of the Ford infotainment system, so it's lightning fast, and we do have pretty good graphics on board. You're also going to see wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. You've got the split screen ability, so you have this kind of card over here on this side. You can keep your main information here on the main section. And when I put it into reverse, this is what your 360-degree camera system looks like. Of course, you do have that here with the fully loaded Black Label. And as far as a few other details to wrap up, beautiful, very soft Alcantara headliner and a gorgeous panoramic sunroof up at the top. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat as well. I think the biggest thing that's important about this back seat is the fact that it is really just as nice as the front seats. You have the same beautiful materials all throughout: wood, metal speaker grills, leather everywhere. The back seats here actually are massaging just like the front ones, so you're spoiled just as much as you are in the back. And you even have this cool little touchscreen, so we can make adjustments. Say I want to make it a little warmer in here, I can make that adjustment. I can also turn on and off my massage for both seats, different types of versions of massage, and it's a pretty cool little touchscreen they have built into this very large center console, which gives me kind of a private jet vibe. And I have plenty of storage where I can stick things, ambient lighting back here. I can control the sunshades. I have also lots and lots of connections down here as well. Now we're here at the Mama Rally, so we do have limited time with each model. That means that I don't have a full amount of information to give you guys about this Black Label. We look forward to reviewing it fully very soon, but in terms of what we get here in the back, let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and fold down the power folding third row, and as that comes down, I already folded the second row. You'll notice just how much space we're talking about. An absolutely enormous amount of space. This is the standard wheelbase. They'll continue to offer a long wheelbase model as well, but with this extended wheelbase model, or with the regular wheelbase model, we still have an absolute ton of space for just about any of your needs. So you can go, looks like about a mile up there. Well, hey guys, here we are behind the wheel of the Black Label Navigator, and let me tell you, this is a really awesome vehicle to be driving because it doesn't really get much more comfortable than a fully loaded luxury SUV, and this certainly is very, very comfortable. So, of course, we do have a limited time frame with the vehicle here today, so this is going to be a relatively rudimentary drive. However, we do still get to drive this Navigator, so we have the unique ability to show you guys what this is going to be like just on the street. Nice. Alright, yeah, so giving us a little acceleration here with the Navigator Black Label. The engine situation is going to remain the same for 2022. So we have that signature 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 engine on board. Sounds pretty nice. Yeah. I think they've kind of enhanced it a little bit. It sounds more V8-like than I remember it last time we drove it. Right. Yeah. I have to agree with you. It really does sound kind of like a V8. If I was blindfolded, I would think it may be a quiet V8. But what we actually have is, of course, the 3.5 twin turbo V6. It's making 440 horsepower in this particular model, 510 pound-feet of torque. And as you can see, with that acceleration, this is a very, very quick vehicle. Coming in at 510 pound-feet of torque, that does mean you have more torque than something like the Cadillac Escalade with its V8. And you're also going to have more horsepower because you have 20 above the regular Escalade. Now, obviously, you're getting to experience one of the best things about the Navigator, the ride quality. This is a very, very comfortable vehicle. It is, of course, in one of the most comfortable segments of vehicle. You're looking at Escalade as its chief competition, and the Navigator does a really, really good job. As you can see, we're on a very, very rough road. It handled that absolutely perfectly, and now that we're heading onto a smoother road, it's just so comfortable. I have my perfect position, seat adjusted, heated. I could turn on the massaging ability. It's just overall a really, really phenomenal ride quality that anyone who's looking for a luxury SUV is not going to be disappointed by. Yeah, and these Navigators, they have adaptive dampers. No air suspension though, so that is something to keep in mind if you're cross-shopping an Escalade, for example. But with the adaptive dampers, it is still very, very smooth. Now, also on board, you're going to have a 10-speed automatic transmission. Upon that acceleration there, that does show you that you have a very, very smooth one. Oddly enough, this is actually the same transmission that you would find in an Escalade because Ford and GM co-developed the 10-speed, and this is honestly one of our favorite transmissions in any vehicle, period. It's just so incredibly smooth. Right, you put your foot down, this thing can drop like a bunch of gears all at once. In other applications, I've seen it drop as many as 4 gears, 5 gears in quick succession. So, really, really nice transmission. Yeah. Now, I do also want to talk about the pricing because we do have that for this particular vehicle. So, for the Black Label, you're going to have a base MSRP of $102,980. So, of course, it's not going to come cheap. This particular model right now that we're in is fully loaded Mac Daddy green on green combo. Awesome configuration. It also includes the $1,695 destination, and all told, we're going to be looking at $107,050 for this fully loaded model. Which, of course, that's not a very value-minded option. However, it is still less than the Escalade Sport Platinum that we tested out not long ago, which was coming in at $113,000. But all in all, during this quick drive, Mason and I can confirm if you're looking for a ultra luxury 3-row SUV, this is certainly a great option to take a look at because the Navigator takes all of those traditional strong suits it's always had, but just definitely enhanced it for 2022.